To everyone concerned with SAR, our hearts, mine and Jews around the world, go out to you knowing that so many of your students have been placed under quarantine. And of course, you realize and we realize that events like this are happening around the world. And it becomes terribly important to know that we are with you in thought and in prayer. To hope HaKadosh Baruch Hu sends a refuah shlema l'cholei amo to all his people, and that we emerge from this in good health, neither endangering ourselves or others. In circumstances like these, the role of a teacher is enormously powerful. People become terribly anxious. And so it's important for all of us to project a mood of calm that comes from deep trust in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Every one of us who is a teacher or a rav or a leader is a kind of shepherd. And therefore we have to put ourselves in the mindset of L'David Hashem Ro'i L'Achsa, the mood of that psalm, which says, Gam ki elech begeit salmavet lo irara ki ata emadi, that persuades all of those who are under our care that though they walk through the valley of the shadow of death, they will fear no evil, for you are with them. That is the role of a teacher or a rav at times like these. Have complete bitachon in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Daven, especially reading Sefer Tehillim, is extremely important because that strengthens the spirit almost as much as medicine strengthens the body. And that is really important. Purim is a time when we remember Milchemet Amalek. And you will remember the first passage that the Torah allocates to the Amalekites is when they come to do battle against the Israelites after Kriyat Yam Suf. And at that point, Moshe Rabbeinu lifts his hands, and his hands become tired, and Aaron and Hur stand on either side and support his hands. V'hi yadav emunah bo hashamesh. And the Mishnah in Rosh Hashanah asks the question, V'chi yedei Moshe osot milchama o shovrot milchama. What kind of magic was this? Did Moses' hands make or break war? And the Mishnah says no. Whenever Moshe Rabbeinu's hands were lifted, people looked up towards their Father in heaven, and they prevailed. When they dropped, they looked down on earth, and they failed to prevail. We have to lift our hands, metaphorically speaking. We have to persuade everyone to look on high, to trust in Hashem, to carry on learning our lessons as if nothing happened, because Hashem has already given us the cure to that particular problem by allowing us to engage in distance learning, whichever way you're doing it in SAR. And teach them to look up. And that confidence becomes a refuat hanefesh, which itself is part of refuat haguf. We have been in the custom since really almost the first Purim, of compressing those events into 2 or 3 days. Tanis Esther Purim Shushan Purim. But of course, we know that it wasn't a matter of 2 or 3 days. The original Gezerah already and the fast of Esther were already in Nisan, so it was almost a year that the Israelites were in a state of fear and so on. And yet, despite that long period, v'nafolchu, the whole decree disappeared, the whole situation of Jews was overturned from sadness to joy. And la'Yehudim hayta ora v'simcha v'sason v'ikar. That is the promise Hashem gives us. This virus may take a while to clear. Heaven alone knows how long it will take and how many people it will affect. But at the end of the Megillah is the promise of light and joy and celebration and honor. So, may Hashem be with you, giving you the strength to give strength to all those you teach and influence. Give them calm. Get them to soothe their anxieties. And give them that spiritual strength that will serve them well. And they will emerge out of darkness into light, Bezrat Hashem, Bimhera B'Yameinu. And despite all the problems of the world outside, may you and all those you connect to have a Purim Sameach, and may there only be Besorot Tovot for you and for all the children of the school. Purim Sameach.